I think it's time we turn to Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports guy. He's looking at stocks these days. Portnoy is making a buzz after backing a new ETF. Hold on a second, Dave. I'll get to you first, but roll that tape first. Roll it.
The name of the ETF is BUZZ, B-U-Z-Z, like zzz, stung, all right? Like a bee. I've been stung 3 times. I'm still here. I'm going to sting a lot more.
You know, Dave, I really admire your TV production there. I mean, you do a great job in making it look like live action TV. But here's my question. Your ETF debuts today. It's based entirely on social media chatter. Does that mean your ETF is actually going to invest in and buy the names that pop up on Reddit?
I mean, it could be some of them. It's an ETF, so it's a longer view of it. So like GameStop's not on there, and a lot of the meme stocks that, pop and then go. It's more of a long-term view, and it doesn't have to be, a Reddit stock, so to speak. It can be talked about anywhere, stock tweets, headlines, anything. But it'll take into account Reddit.
Would it be actively traded? In other words, moving in and out of Reddit stocks, for example, rapidly?
No, not rapidly. I believe every quarter we look at the different stocks and the most positive sentiment. So it really is a safer. It isn't something that would be, every 24 hours or 48 hours being traded in and out. No, that's not how it works.
Okay, which kind of stocks? Can you define which kind of stocks would be in your ETF?
Yeah, it could be anything. Like I know DraftKings is in it, Twitter is in it, Facebook's in it. I think Penn was in it. That's kind of how the ETF, the algorithm was made before. And when they saw Penn enter it, that's when they're like, hey, how'd Penn get in? And I got in contact with them. But it can be anything. It's a little bit, again, it's just positive sentiment. I think there's a notion that just people are talking about stocks on social media. That's just the Reddit stocks or the meme stocks, but people are talking about every single stock there is. So we look for positive sentiments. It could be a blue chip stock. It could be anything. The one requirement, and they are big, it's got to be a $5 billion market cap to qualify for the ETF.
That's it. That's the only qualification required. Got to be $5 billion market cap. That's it. Nothing less than that. Okay.
It's got to be that, and it's got to show up in the rankings for a certain amount of time before it being qualified. Like it can't show up for 24 hours and then disappear.
Okay, I got it. I've been following you for years, and you started out, when I first knew you, we talked sports. You were a guest on the program. We used to talk sports and pizza, and that's what we did. But then you turned to stocks, and you gave yourself the nickname Davy Day Trader. Have you now abandoned sports and moved to the stock market? Is that where you're at?
No, we're all over the place. I mean, I got March Madness right around the corner. I'm a Michigan alum. I think we had a chance to win the national title. But, I'm amoeba. You gotta constantly reinvent yourself. And I do things that I enjoy and that people seem to, latch onto. So I didn't plan this stock trading thing or the Davy Day Trader, as you know, but it's just something I fell into. I enjoyed, and then we take natural progression. So now I have an ETF. If you told me a year ago, I would have been like, what the heck is an ETF? I don't even know what that means.
You're so honest, Dave. That's your problem. You're honest. Come on.
I think people like it. You got all these suits out there who shill and they aren't honest what they're doing. Like this ETF thing. So if we don't make money on it, I would never take money. I can't believe anybody out there who's a money manager would give you advice, and if he loses, they still take their commission. That's garbage. So, we're honest, but that's why people like it. I mean, this ETF, the volume we have on it today, it's acting like a stock. It kind of shows, the power of DDDG, and people just like authenticity.
Okay, what about that fund that you established? I know it got millions and millions of dollars in it to help out those people who've been hurt by the lockdown. You gave money to a lot of restaurants, as I recall. Where does the fund stand now?
So we've raised over $36 million. Every day, I'm still calling local businesses, restaurants, bars. It could be anything, any small business. Now, obviously, hopefully, we're going to get back to some sense of normalcy soon, and people won't need the money as much as they did. But we've helped, I think, over 220, or is it 300 businesses now, actually. 220,000 people have donated. So we've made a real difference, and I truly appreciate everybody who's donated. And it's been it's been gratifying and nice to help. I wish we could help everybody, but we've made a difference in a lot of people's lives.
Yes, you have. Dave Portnoy, you, sir, are all right. Love to have you back on the show live frequently. Do it, please, if you can, and we'll see you again soon. Mr. Portnoy,
Love to.
you're all right. See you soon.
Thanks.
You got it. Thanks, Dave.